really can't stay.
Okay, you're free to go.
I've got to go away.
Understood, no means no.
This evening has been
Super appropriate.
so very nice.
But I do understand
My mother
consent.
will
See, now, I know this is a parody, but this is exactly what Christmas music would sound like if SJWs was in charge of everything. And that is not a world I want to live in. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Hey Dude Christmas Special. What makes it a Christmas special, you say? Well, I'm wearing a Santa hat, and that's all you need to qualify. But in addition to that, Rebecca Watson released this gem, which we're going to take a look at, where she takes the debate about Baby It's Cold Outside, and she puts an even dumber twist on it than the original argument.
As a card-carrying, man-hating feminist, I think it's important that I finally weigh in on one of the most concerning debates of our time.
Abby or Brittany?
Whether or not Baby It's Cold Outside is rapey.
Well, it's not. Debate over. Let's go home.
This year, it happens every year. Every single year, this argument comes up. And this year, it's escalated a bit because a few radio stations have announced that they won't be playing the song due to complaints of sexism.
I thought the complaint was that the song was rapey, not that it was sexist. Or is it sexist to be rapey? Well, no, that wouldn't make sense either because men could get raped as well. Why can't y'all make life easier for us and just shut up?
Which has inspired many people on the internet, such as great thinker William Shatner, to declare that this is on par with censorship of the worst Orwellian kind. He actually did compare radio stations not playing Baby It's Cold Outside to 1984. That happened.
Whoa. I know you ain't about to talk shit about William Shatner. Anyway, he's not totally wrong. Giving you feminazis the power to dictate what is good and not good to put onto air is a step towards 1984.
Let's get that one out of the way right now. This is not in any way censorship.
Potato.
Who even listens to the radio anymore?
Actually, a shit ton of people do still listen to the radio. It's one of the top media outlets out there.
I know I do, but only for times when I'm going to be in the car for less than 10 minutes. I don't feel like plugging my phone in.
Good for you. Get to the point.
Unfortunately, that's where my disagreement with William Shatner ends.
See, and if you would just agree with him outright, we wouldn't have to have this conversation right now.
That's right. Everyone prepare yourselves because I'm about to agree with the Shat about something.
Well, why the fuck wouldn't you? He's woke as fuck.
Baby It's Cold Outside is not rapey.
And again, if you had stopped there, we would not be having this conversation.
I know. I agree with the Shatner. I'm so sorry.
I'm not sure if your apology is genuine or if you're just making a cringe attempt at humor, but I would still like to point out that if you fuck-ups would stop apologizing for having differing opinions from the herd, you guys would sound less like a religion and be a little more respectable.
In fact, I'm going to go a step further and say Baby It's Cold Outside is in a way feminist.
No!
I'll wait a moment for you to pick up your monocles.
Ugh, that's almost worse than it being rapey.
What people seem to be missing when they object to this song is its context. It was written in the 1930s, when rape was okay.
Oh, come now, that's bullshit and you know it.
No, that's not what I mean.
Well, whether you meant it or not, it was still a stupid fucking statement.
In the 1930s, when our society did not allow good upstanding women to have sex, unless it was in the confines of holy matrimony.
Oh, yeah, she's right. History lesson, guys. In 1930, President Herbert Hoover passed a law saying that unmarried women were not allowed to want, think about, or have sex at all. And if they did, they were to be stoned to death in public. I'm just kidding, that's modern-day Saudi Arabia, actually, but nice try, Rebecca.
And even then, they weren't supposed to want sex, let alone enjoy it. They were just supposed to lie there.
Again, that is the Middle East, not 1930s America. If you don't believe me, do some research on the party scenes of the 1920s. They didn't go from the 20s into the 30s and randomly decide that women were required to take vows of celibacy.
But the protagonist in Baby It's Cold Outside does want sex, and goddammit, I'm pretty sure she's going to enjoy it when she gets it eventually.
Though I won't deny that she will enjoy it. Bitches love the D on a cold winter's night.
Giggity, 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 ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
How do we know this?
Because her moaning is going to wake up everyone within a 4-block radius.
Well, let's look at the lyrics of the song. She never says she wants to go. She only says that she should go.
Well, they could have solved this problem by letting him bend her over the couch for a quickie before she went home, and then everybody would be happy.
Because other people want her to. Society wants her to go.
Yeah, well, I saw nothing about that in the lyrics. I saw that her mother, her father, her sister, her brother, and her random aunt that probably came down for the holidays is going to be worried about her. Nothing about society.
Her mother might worry. Her father will be pacing the floor. The neighbors might think. Their sister will be suspicious. Her brother will be at the door. Her aunt is vicious. The whole town is going to talk about her tomorrow.
Well, tell them bitches to mind their own fucking business. Not giving a fuck about what people say about you goes a long way.
And of course, people always complain about the line, say, what's in this drink, saying it's an accusation of him drugging her.
Well, everyone should have known that that was a bullshit interpretation of the lyrics. Otherwise, that would have been the last line of the song and her ass would have passed out.
Am I the only one who grew up watching movies from the 30s and 40s? Say, what's in this drink was an extremely common joke that people would crack when they were purposefully behaving in a socially unacceptable way.
Well, I'll give you a little credit for common sense for knowing what that means. But if you would persuade the rest of your religion to do a little bit of research before they start foaming at the mouth and shit like this, that would be very helpful.
They would blame the drink for their behavior when the obvious punchline is that there's nothing in the drink, it's just you being an asshole.
Kind of like how feminists blame men for every single one of their problems when it's actually the fact that women are whiny little bitches.
Or, in this case, it's you being a delightful slut who just wants to get some dick on this cold winter night.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
It's crucial that we examine pop culture through a progressive, feminist lens.
Why? So you can ruin more things that people enjoy?
But that means being intersectional too, which means taking into account perspectives, things that are outside of our immediate environment and understanding. And in this case, it means looking at the song in its context and remembering that rape is not the only societal ill that feminists have ever had to deal with. Slut shaming is a pretty big one too, and that's what this song is about.
That is such fucking bullshit, and I'm not sure if that is better or worse than the rapey comments. Fucking hell. Leave your opinions in the comment section, by the way. Is this argument better or worse than the rapey argument? She only worries about a little bit of slut shaming from some of the neighbors, which I don't know why she's worried about because, hell, she may not even be worried about it. It's probably just an excuse for her to leave, to see how far this guy's willing to go to get inside her pants.
And hey, that's something we still have to deal with today.
Yeah, from other women.
I will admit that it's fascinating how something that was completely obvious to people in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s is now so inscrutable to people in 2018.
You feminists are one of the major contributors to the outrage culture of 2018. And then you call anybody that points that out bigots.
And how in our current environment, it's quite easy to completely misread this exchange, completely missing the subtext and coming away with the exact opposite message of the original.
It's a daily fucking occurrence, though. We say we want border security, you say we're racist xenophobes that hate anybody that's not white. We say we support innocent until proven guilty in a sexual assault charge, and we're all of a sudden rape apologists. Feminists invented this outrage culture, and I don't know why you're acting surprised by it all of a sudden.
Is it a coincidence, though, that a song opposing sex shaming is misinterpreted today to be a song advocating rape?
I would say no, but what do you think?
No.
Oh, glad we can agree on something.
These things actually go hand in hand.
What are you going on about?
The fact that girls are expected to play hard to get helps rapists who want to say, oh, she said no, but she really wanted it.
Impressive. Every word in that sentence was wrong.
For fuck's sake, that is... Girls playing hard to get does not help rapists. Girls play hard to get to see how far a particular man is going to go in order to impress her. And there is a huge difference between a girl playing hard to get and a girl scratching and clawing and slapping the shit out of you, trying to get away from you, trying to get into her pants without her permission.
So yeah, Baby It's Cold Outside is relevant to rape culture, but not in the way that many people seem to think.
Just in a way that you invented that makes even less sense than the original bullshit claim.
The song and its misinterpretation illustrate the fact that when we as a society don't allow for men and women to talk openly and positively about sex, everybody loses.
Okay, I honestly don't know what the hell you're talking about. A majority of my friends are open to having discussions about sex. Some of them talk about their sex lives. And there's some of them that prefer not to. People are uncomfortable with different types of things. It varies person to person. It's not really a societal thing anymore. And that doesn't mean that maybe it's cold outside contributes to rape culture. Especially considering rape culture doesn't fucking exist in the West.
Women who want to have sex can't, and the ones who don't want to have sex get raped.
That is also 100% untrue for numerous reasons. First off, rapists don't rape because sex. Rapists rape because control and dominance. Second, if that were true, then the easy solution would be to switch the women that want sex with the women that don't want sex. That way the rapists don't have to rape no more. And third, another reason that that's bullshit is the women that want sex, they can get sex pretty much anywhere. It's not that hard for a woman to find sex, honestly.
And even when two people both want to have sex, it can be a confusing nightmare of talking around one another instead of just saying, I want sex, hey, me too.
That shit doesn't happen though. Shit, if you're bringing home guys and they just talk around the idea of having sex instead of actually jumping into bed with you, then you're getting some pussy-ass guys. Hell, now that I think about it, maybe that's why you're off your rockers. Every guy you bring home doesn't want to jump in bed, they just talk around it. So maybe the solution is to find some better guys that are willing to just jump in bed and do what they gotta do.
It's unfortunate that this means that people now hate what is otherwise a fun, catchy song about two people who really, really want to fuck.
Yes, and the list of other things that you have ruined goes on and on and on and on.
But hey, in the end, who cares? There are other songs. If you run a radio station and you don't want to get angry letters from people every Christmas, just play other Christmas songs. Like, I don't know, how about Santa Baby? Literally a song sung by a woman offering to fuck a man in exchange for jewelry. But at least it's not rapey.
Or do what this radio station did, play Baby It's Cold Outside on repeat for 2 hours straight because of backlash, and just to have a good laugh at it. Because that's how you handle these outrage mobs. You tell them that you don't give a fuck. But anyway, I'm going to stop there because there's not any point in listening to the last 30 seconds to a minute of that video. And I have a Christmas dinner to get to. So if you liked the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We have a lot more content coming your way. You can follow me on Twitter at hey_dude77. And I will see y'all in the next video. Catch y'all later.